Manyara National Park and Lake Eyasi, the home of Wahadzabe. As you can see, the Hadzabe people have cheered. The Manyara National Park are the proposers and the Lake Eyasi are the opposers. The motion states that this House believes that campaigns to empower a girl child have neglected the growth of boys. The proposers affirm to this motion, while the opposers disagrees with the motion. The speech time is 6 minutes per speaker and 4 minutes reply. The first and last minute are protected, meaning POIs are not allowed in those first and last minutes. The middle 4 minutes are interaction time. The POIs are allowed. The bell will be rung after the first minute to indicate the end of the first protected minute, and at the 5th minute to indicate the start of the last protected minute. After 6 minutes, 3 bells will be rung, and 15 seconds later, after the 6th minute, the bell will ring non-stop. We expect a very good debate from all of you. You have deserved to be here after technically knocking out each and every team you've met along the way. So it is time to prove to all of us what it takes to be a final debater. I would like to remind speakers of their roles, because that takes a big part into winning or losing of the final debate. I would like to urge speakers not to fear POIs and to follow the timing of 15 seconds only during their POI. I would like to urge the speakers to speak loudly and articulately enough in a way that everyone will understand them, be it their fellow debaters or the audience. I would also like to encourage speakers to be confident, not to fear anything, and pretend that they are the only one in this room and all of us are just stones. With that, it will be very easy for you to speak comfortably. After so saying, let me repeat the motion. This House believes that campaigns to empower a girl child have neglected the growth of.
I directly go by to say the motion, which states that this House believes that campaigns to empower a girl child has neglected the growth of boys. Let me define the key terms in this motion. First term is campaigns. What is a campaign? A campaign is a plan to do a number of things in order to achieve a special aim. It may be an advertising campaign or it may be an election campaign. Who is a girl? A girl is a female child or a young woman. Who is a boy? A boy is a male child or a young man. What is growth? Growth is the process of growing and developing. Second meaning, according to the dictionary, is an increase in something. What is girl empowerment? Girl empowerment is giving first priority to girls. What is neglected? Is not receiving enough care or attention. Let me say the stand. Our stand is women empowerment campaigns has restricted the freedom of expression of young boys towards the negative of the growth of boys. Our parameters will be worldwide. We have a total of 2 points. First point is denial of promotion. Second point is due to incarceration practice. Let me explain the first point. Denial of promotion. Denial of promotion may cause boys to enter in risky works. You might be asking yourself, what are these risky works? These risky works are engaging yourself in drugs, in selling drugs, Well, there's different ways of selling drugs, but most of them you might get caught.
So the new way which people use right now is through implanting the drugs in your body. How do they do that? First, you have to pay a doctor, so as he or she can agree to do that, to do the medical implant. So you will go to the theater, the doctor will perform surgery on you and remove your vital organs from your stomach and put the drugs and place your vital organs back. So you will travel with the drugs inside your body and no one will know. And after getting to the place where the drugs are needed for sale,
And reaching the place where the drugs are needed for sale, well, your work will be done. And when you get there, you have to do a medical implantation, but to remove the drugs which are inside your body. So another thing is that after this woman empowerment, lots of jobs, or I can say many jobs, are made for women. Example, tailoring companies or tailoring industries. Most of the employees in these industries or in these companies are women, and not all of them, but most of them are women, and some are men. Or in this one, textile industry in Kenya, most of them are women and others are men. So
this will make boys or men to feel unempowered in the society.
this will make the people, I mean the men or boys inside the society or community, to feel unempowered and to feel like they're nothing in the community. They're nothing. They
Why should we empower a gender that has already been empowered by history itself?
A second speaker will come and answer your.
so like the gender which has been empowered by history, now they feel unempowered. When they feel unempowered, they will feel lonely in the society. And no wonder many nowadays many deaths are men, because they keep a lot of things in their hearts or in their souls, because they don't want to feel unempowered, or they don't want to feel not strong. Because as we all know, everyone a man in the society is like the strongest person in the society. So it will make the man feel unempowered, because most empowerment is given to girls or is given to women. So that will make the man feel lonely or unempowered. This giving priority to women may cause an emotional meltdown to men, because when they feel unempowered in the society, or when they feel like they have nothing to do in the society, like in the past, men were taken as the strongest people in the society. Like girls were not allowed to go to school. But when this comes, I rest my case.
First of all, I'm going to set the motion. This House believes that campaigns to empower a girl child have neglected the growth of boys. First of all, in our side, campaigns we have explained that efforts done to raise awareness and and promote and promote change in social issues. Empower, it's giving someone authority power to do something. Our parameters in worldwide. First of all, the question I want to ask to you: how boys engage themselves in selling drugs? Lots of jobs are made for women. You said that lots of jobs are made for a woman. We have to do a POI. Why should we empower a gender that has been empowered by history itself? We, for sure, we will expect answer from you. I'll go straight to our arguments. First is imbalance of attention. We mean that as spending a lot of time and attention to empower and give authority to a girl that there is attention, we should take a moment to think a concept to a girl. Our arguments. Boys still hold social advantage. I will explain it. Since the beginning, boys were more advantages and were given social and first priority. That's why even to today's society in marriage, a man is responsible and above his wife. So even after empowering a girl, nothing has changed. Nothing will occur because boys are, as we know that boys are more advantages. The second point, these campaigns are there to address historical disadvantages to find solution. I will explain. Historically, a girl has been weak creature, insecure and inferior, while a male or a boy has been seen as a strong and superior compared to girls. These campaigns are there to find solution and problems facing the girls to the past. I mean that these campaigns have been brought in order to find the solution and are there to help problems which girls we are facing. The examples of those problems, girls were not given education because girls in the past society they were told that they believed that girls have no right to get education. Their work just is to stay home doing the house chores like cooking, washing utensils and mopping the let me say houses. That's and I also I imagine if these campaigns weren't there, how will nuclear audience get education? They could not be there right now. That's why I'm telling our standards. We believe that empowering a girl child has nothing to do with neglecting a boy's growth. Since boys were advantaged since beginning, we know that we should take a moment to think and concentrate on a girl child. Thank you.
As a Deputy Prime Minister, I would like first to answer the POI that was asked by my worthy opposition leader, that by my worthy Deputy Opposition leader, that why should we empower the gender that is already empowered in history? Let me ask you the same question. Now, do this gender don't have challenges? Don't they have feelings? Don't they have the circumstances which they face so that they can have an expression to themselves? And also, let me tell you that this gender has their own challenges, but because they believe that they made the boys or the men gender that they are the strong ones, they can handle challenges. They are told that they should keep on their challenges. Then they have challenges. And also, let me ask you a question that then why should we empower girls or women while still are empowered by the society laws that girls are the outcast of the society? Ask yourself. Also, I'd like to rebut the point that you say imbalance of the attention. Imbalance of the attention. Now, can you please come and clarify more about this imbalance of attention? How? Because they're still entering in our side that this girls' empowerment has led to neglection of boys' growth in the society. When you say imbalance of attention is the careful taking of something or subject or someone. Now, when you're saying that imbalance of the attention, it means there's imbalance of attention from boys and the girl's side, or the boy's gender and the girl's gender. And also, you have to tell me that there's no attention as how there are two sides, boys and girls. It means one side is more based than the other side. So think about that very carefully and come to bring an explanation here. Also, you say that it is addressed historically disadvantages to more solutions. And my worthy deputy opposition, my worthy opposition leader came here and asked a question. Imagine if the complaints weren't there of the education on girls and the historical background, how could you get education? And let me ask you now a simple question now. What if these what we call the male people or the male gender are not empowered or not express their expressions.
When they express their want, they did not have a solution of this thing because they also have challenges. They also face challenges in getting work. That's why they start practicing suicide. They've been told by people, go practice suicide, go maybe go to kill someone, go do this and this. They also kill themselves. Also they do other mistakes that because they're missing job opportunities. You can ask yourself, you say that, why maybe nowadays people they're just saying maybe male can do this, but women cannot do this, that you can miss that and rebut in this. But before rebutting, let me give you a simple question and a simple answer. That also these women are now empowered as how we see. And the more empowerment force, it is arose. Now people in the companies, people in institutions are more employing women, are more employing like in the textile industry. Then now where are the boys? There are some boys, there are some male genders, there are practicing transgender. Let me give you a simple example. There's a one footballer, a one cricket player who is there in outside countries. He saw that in his team, in his place, that because they were all boys by the way, he saw that he had that in their team they were having a match competition. But when he went to the girls team or the girls gender team, he saw that there's a little competition. Thus he wanted to change, he acted like a girl. He wanted to transcend himself. I receive it.
Have you ever seen a man being a tailor? And if you have, how many are there really?
Let me ask you a question. When we're empowering women, we usually say about maybe, have you ever seen the women driving a bus? Now let me ask you also, can the man tail? Can the man tail? And also, how about women when we say they can drive a bus? And then the man can tail as well as women can drive a bus. Also,
I'd like to come on a point about incarceration. This is a legal judgment, or this is a legal system whereby the women are more favored than men. In most of the cases nowadays, for example, a fiancé, there are two people who love each other. Then they are engaged, and maybe a girl is going to report that a man has raped me. When they go, there's two same cases about maybe the girl she went herself maybe to the man, told the man to do that thing. But when they go to the terms of court, they say maybe a man you forced her to do that thing and you raped her. But that's how you can see, still there's a mistake from that girl. But it is only based that from even the society laws, from even the laws that govern the society, that the women are the eye patch of the society. Let me give you also one of the examples of a campaign that was about going against about men. It was called Tear Men Down. Thank you. By this, I rest my case.
Just dear team, you came here and say that in promotion, boys engage themselves in selling drugs. Okay. Loss of jobs to men. Let me tell you, as according to our first argument, we say that boys still hold social advantage. So when you came here and say that loss of jobs to men, you know what? The word of now just try to empower women, because when you see historically, men were just empowered since the past. So now the present, they just try to empower women, because women were seen as weak. Women were seen that they have no any, they are not any what they are able with. They can do nothing. So nothing they can do. So that's why we say that boys still hold social advantages, although the world now just struggling to empower women. So you came here and said just boys engage themselves in selling drugs. Lots of jobs to men. Hey, what are you talking about here? I accept it.
On historical facts, but how about the present facts?
My foreign speaker will answer it for you. Okay. Also, you came here and say that legal system, incarceration. And you know what? They favor because they just try to empower them, because they already just see women in the society have no ability. The society imagine that women can do nothing. Women just are there for just doing home chores, just for staying at home, no education, nothing. What it is just done in the society. So the world just try to empower them and to show that women they have an ability inside them and they have an ability which they can make our society advantages. They can make our society be beneficial because of something which it is inside the woman. So just I'm telling you, the world of now keep on empowering women because they know even women there's something inside them that can make them to make the society proud of them. Okay, you come here and say imbalance of attention. Imbalance of attention. Okay, imbalance of attention. So you just imagine like a lever when here you put a girl, here you put a boy. That means that a girl is just high and the boy is just low. Just remember that. You know what? Let's also point it just build to one point of us that even though they just put attention in women, but still boys still hold a social advantage. So when you say imbalance of attention, remember that true historically, at the past, they regarded men who are the one with abilities, and women, no, they can't do anything. So when just today you came and tell us that imbalance of attention, they just take attention to him because they want to empower them, they want to encourage them, they want to give them authority that they can do it, and there's something inside them. Okay, let me come and bring my points. Points. The first point is that boys still hold social advantage. Boys were given first priority since the past. So it doesn't change anything. Still boys hold social advantages. For example, in marriage, as we see, still man is above his wife. So that means even though we try to empower a woman, but still we see there that a man still is above his wife. So that means that still boys or men hold social advantage, although that they are continuing empowering them. We come with the second point that the campaigns are there to address the historical disadvantages. To address, what is the meaning of address? Find solution of. So the campaigns are there just to find the solution of the historical disadvantages. Historically, a girl has been a weak creature, insecure and inferior, while a boy has been seen as strong and superior compared to girls. So these campaigns are there just to find a solution of historical disadvantages. These campaigns are there to find a solution to problems like education. As I told you previous that in the past, you know what? The gender which was regarded to get education, it is just a male gender, it's not a female. Because they know that a female's profit is just to stay at home and just doing home chores and nothing. What can they do in the society? So these campaigns are there to find a solution of historical disadvantages. So I want to tell you that we keep believe in our stand that empowering a girl child has nothing to do with neglecting a boy's growth since beginning. So now we should take a moment to think and concentrate on a girl child because it can't change anything. But what I want to mean is that just is to show the ability inside a girl, inside a woman in this world. We want to change the belief that not only a man can do everything, even women or girls have the ability to do so. The same responsibility of a man, a woman can do it so. So you can't tell me just that it is just only men. Men can do everything. No! Even a woman has a part in responsibility in this world. Do you hear me? So, let me, before leaving and left you with the coming rebuttals, let me just left you with the finishing that with still believe empowering a girl child has nothing to do with neglecting the boy's growth since the beginning. So now we should take a moment to think and concentrate on a girl child. And in this, I rest my case.
So you said that women they have only the ability to do things. So you can tell me men they do not have the ability to do anything. Look here, we have teachers. So you mean that teachers, these are the men, they have gender of men. So you tell me that they do not have ability to do anything. So you are just basing that women they have only the ability to do things, but also men they have to do different jobs. They have abilities and do great things, not only women. Okay? So you are coming here speaking line. I'll start I'll start by rebutting your point that imbalance of the attention. So you tell me that this imbalance of attention, so tell me that so the only woman in this world, you are all men, women, they are only special in this world. How could you say that women they are so special? So imagine me, I am a boy, and you say that women they are only special and they need to be empowered in this world. Also, men we need to be empowered in this world because we are experiencing different changes, but we cannot expose them because in this world they believe that the society, the world, they use that men they are strong. They can able to manage and be able to overcome those challenges. So we cannot able to explain those challenges because we are meant to be strong people. So when you're saying that only women to be empowered in this world, how comes? So you need this whole world should be involved by humans. Also, we need to involve men, and we know that men they are strong. And you just say that women to be empowered. Why other women in this world they are empowered, but they are doing nonsense. They are prostitution. They are doing many things which are bad. Then you are saying that women should continue to be empowered. How comes? Then I'll rebut your point that you said address the historical disadvantage to the more solutions. So you came here and said that women they were not empowered in that time. They were just remaining at home. Only boys were empowered by they were sent to school. They were studying. They were doing many things. You said that women they were not empowered. But if you see nowadays in this life, women they are empowered, but they are doing nonsense things in this life. So if you tell me that we should continue empowering women, we can we can be doing nonsense things that's and like we are doing this disadvantage. We are doing this while it is a disadvantage. Why it is it is disadvantage of you are empowering people who they are not doing important things. Like here we see, for example, I am a boy. So, yeah, I'm a boy here. Then you came and said that I should not empowered. Oh, I should not get different thing. But also, I have the heart and not stone. I have the heart which flow different blood. Oh, I have the heart which have it flows blood and not stone. When you're saying that I will be able to overcome different challenges. Yeah, I will be able to overcome different challenges. But in expressing them, seems like be a weak person. But always we say that men they are strong men they are strong and they have a great work to do in this world. Also, I will come I will come to build our points, which was denial of promotion. If you like, we see that they works in some works or different companies, they say if you are a woman, you go and you are going to be employed, or you are going to do different things in order you be employed, or you are going to do an interview in order you be employed. But if you see at the most time, the women are the ones who be employed than men. Like my second speaker said, in Kenya there is an industry which only women they are employed. So as women, this as men, so we do not have right to be employed, or we are not have the right of doing anything in this world. We also have the right to be we have right to be empowered and to be employed in, or we have the right to do anything in this world. Also, if just you imagine, and you imagine this in this life, if for example I had a girlfriend because I am a boy, then I have a girlfriend, and then here comes the girl got pregnant. Then we went to the court. After we went to the court, the judge will not direct to the woman, but will direct to the man that
You are the person who caused these things, and you are the person who is destroying the world of. We are destroying the world of today. But some girls are the ones who they are taking part to destroy this world, and not men. So I'll take long time to be judged, or to be just doing many things, or I'll take many things that will make me disappoint me, even if it was not my mistake, it was the mistake of woman. But you are directing that women, man, they are only one who do mistake, but also women, they do mistake. Not only man, they do mistake.
Opposition with
Let me start by laughing. They say
Empowering women makes them do nonsense. Wonderful. Then it means the president, who is also a woman, is also doing nonsense. Is this what they mean? Thank you very much. I start by answering the question and rebutting some of their points. One, they spoke about denial of promotion, saying that lots of jobs are made for women, and give a wonderful example of that company in Kenya that employs only women. Do you know why? It's because they feel women are low. They're trying to raise them. Because they know in the past, women were not working in companies. Women were just at home doing nothing but taking care of children, as if that's what brought them on earth. That's why they're trying to empower them, trying to employ them, because they feel they have the potential. They feel women have something. That's why they are only trying to employ women, and they're here lamenting and complaining as if they have nothing to do. Also, they said about boys will engage themselves in selling drugs, and they spoke about all the medical procedures and everything. Thank you very much for that wonderful information. But a point of view and telling you something is that boys engaging in selling drugs and empowering of women, how do they relate? How do they connect each other? Try to think before coming with points which are outside of the motion. They say that if boys are not well considered, they'll kill themselves. I'm still trying to ask myself, how are those deaths of men connected with empowering women? Because if men are understanding, if men understand that women, since the beginning of history, women are seen as weak creatures, as people who cannot make their own decision, as items that can be owned. And that's why we are coming up with campaigns that will raise women, that will give women the authority and energy and power, and show people that women have something deep within them. That's why even now we have teachers who are women. Before, it wasn't there. Why? Because they regarded women as very weak creatures, and they're here speaking about force and propagandas. They spoke about emotional meltdown, saying that the men, and they say they call themselves men, wonderful, they will feel unwanted in the society. That is not the point of bringing these empowerment campaigns. It's not to make them feel unwanted. No, it's to show them that they have been advantageous since the beginning, but we are trying to raise those who are seen weak, those who are disadvantageous, those who are seen unwanted in the society, and show them how much of the potential they have. Also, they spoke about incarceration, a point in the term that they cannot even spell themselves, and they say it's their point. Fine, we'll go with that. They say it's a legal system where women are more favored by the society. It's not that they're more favored, it's because the society feels a need of raising and holding hands these women who before were feeling inferior, who before were taken as nothing but items to be owned. And that's why we are trying to favor them, as how they're saying. Fine, if that's the word that means empowering women, let's go with favoring instead. They asked, we're only dealing with history, and that's the POI from the second speaker. They asked, we're only dealing with history, and how about the present? If you're listening to your history teacher very much, you'll understand that history, it deals with the past, the present, and how it can influence the future. So, if we cannot deal with the past, where women were taken inferior, where women were taken as nothing, worthless beings, weak, do you think how the future looks like? The future looks like a place where women are regarded as nothing. We will never have presidents who are women. Why? Because if we don't deal with the past, we can never have a bright future. So, yes, we're dealing with history because we know we're influencing the future. So, we're trying to project far. Also, they say that men are generous and they have challenges. We never said that they don't have challenges.
Yes, they have challenges, but are you trying to compare the challenges of people who have been empowered ever since history was written and people who have been weak? Are you trying to compare the challenges that they're passing through? Are you trying to compare a boy who is taken to school at a very young age and yet there's a girl who's at home position, the government side? Where is the justice you're giving to the people? Also, they say, why should we empower girls or women while they are empowered already by the laws of the society? Research shows that 33 to 39% of students joining University of Dar es Salaam on engineering programs are girls. So you can see the gap between the percentage of girls and boys. It's still like that's why we want to empower these girls because there is people behind them discouraging them that they cannot reach to their goals. Going back to reiterating our point, we say boys still hold social advantages. We still believe that even in the Bible, everything sin entered the world. Adam was higher and more powerful than the wife. So you can see, since the beginning, boys were more advantageous, and we're here to empower those because we believe that we're empowering those weak creatures who are not advantageous, and we want to give them power. Also, we say that these campaigns are here to address historical disadvantages. There is a wonderful campaign in India that says there's a wonderful campaign in India that says, educate a daughter, save a daughter. They're there to fight against child marriages. They're there to fight against all those who want children who are girls not to go to school. Why? Because they realize that these women, these girls, are women of tomorrow who are going to shape our society. The main clash in this debate, there is two of them. Historical disadvantages, where we say that as opposition side, we are trying to empower women through these campaigns because we believe when we look at the history, the women were taken as weak creatures rather than men. That's why we're trying to empower them. And also imbalance of attention, where we say that if men are well understanding, they will know that they have been advantageous for a very long time. And now it's time we should concentrate on women. So until the end, we stand firmly that empowering a girl child has nothing to do with neglecting a boy's growth. Thank you.
The proposition side came here and just say that men have no ability. So if they say that men have no any ability. So when we empower women, so it means that men have no any ability. So let me tell you, if just you miss rebuttals, just not compose a long rebuttals, okay? Just that short and simple advice to you. Okay, we came here and also you left our 1 point still breathing. You didn't rebut it. So it means that you left it at life. And let me tell you to the point, these campaigns are there to address the historical disadvantage. You didn't rebut it. So we have a chance to win because you still left it, you left our point still breathing and alive. You didn't rebut it. Also, the main crush, as the previous speaker said that, imbalance of attention. Also, the imbalance of attention that we say, you came here and you said that imbalance of attention that when we empower a woman or a girl, just to imbalance of attention to boys, that we will not take the attention to boys. So we just still telling you back that boys still hold a social disadvantage. So although we are going to empower women, although we are going to put the attention on women, but still boys hold a social advantage. That, for example, a marriage example that we gave you previous. Okay, and here I'm such surprised that your chief whip came here and didn't explain the main crash according to your side. So what are you expecting? As it is our responsibility to come to explain the crash according to us to help you? No. So we must win this debate because your chief whip came here and just talk about the main crash and what? She didn't explain it. So after that, let me tell you that we must win this debate because we still believe that empowering a girl child has nothing to do with neglecting the boys since the beginning. So now we should take a moment to think and concentrate on a girl child. So it means when you concentrate on a girl child, nothing will appear, nothing will change the world. It's just making a girl or a woman realize her ability. It's just to help the world realize that even women have something to do. So here we just believe that empowering a girl child has nothing to do with neglecting the boys' growth. Men will still be employed in various companies, and
According to the men who will be employed in various companies, we're still going to empower the women and the girls, because this will just do nothing. We just train nothing. It's just there to make girls realize about their abilities. So after that, I've no anything there, but we must win this debate. Thank you.
Government reply speech, 3 minutes.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in this hall.
It's a nice place to stand here again in front of you, not only to give a personal attack, but to weigh the both sides, and also to give an advice of what should be done in these things of campaign and women empowerment or girls empowerment. I would like first to state their stand and our stand and their points and our points. Their stand was that empowering a girl has nothing to do with neglecting the boys. And they had 2 points that were imbalance of attention, address historical disadvantages to more solutions. And our stand was that women empowerment campaign has restricted the freedom of expression of young boys towards the neglecting of the growth of boys. And we had 2 points that were denial of promotion and incarceration practice. From their stand on that point, if you try to weigh their stand on that point, they say that empowering a girl has nothing to do with the neglecting of the boy child. But from the point, maybe like example, this point, imbalance of attention, they're still basing that this imbalance of attention. So it means there's still something to do with this girls' empowerment with the neglecting of a boy's growth, because there's imbalance of attention, meaning there's no balance of any attention towards the boys or girls. Also, this addressed historical advantage to more solution. These all 2 points were based on the historical fact. I repeat, based on historical fact and not history. They are still based on historical fact that it just determines the past, but instead of bringing out the outcome of the present things. So it means the approach is just meandering and roaming around the house. Also, our stand is that women empowerment campaigns have restricted the freedom of expression to young boys towards the negating of the growth of boys. From our point, you can see that directly we mentioned that denial of promotion and incarceration practice, that this all enters that from the impact or enters from the impact of this girls empowerment towards the boys, because yes, the boys maybe were empowered at past, but still there are challenges that they have to conquer at the present. There are challenges or feelings that they have to express. So, by my advice and my suggestion is that the solution should be that in fact, there are 2 sides of a coin, the front side and the back side. As well here, there are 2 genders, a girls and boys gender. So it means then as long as they empower girls, they should as well empower the boys child, as basing on the both sides, and also to avoid all these disadvantages and all impact that can lead to bad influence to people and etc. So for the government and everything that is around here or any institution, they should base on empowering both genders so as to avoid the neglecting of any growth of any gender, either boy side or girl side. By this, I arrest my case.
At the end, the cases, they were arrested. That is very good. So, honestly speaking, I'm very much flattered with the growth some students have achieved. If this tells us anything, is that for you to grow, you need time and consistency. Only 2 things, time and consistency. If you had some of these girls 2 years ago, you won't believe that today they will be able to stand here and debate and argue like this. But also I would like to congratulate and applaud the first-timers who have done exceptionally well. As we can see, from this team we have 2 Form 1s, and from this team we have 1 Form 1. Let us give them a very huge round of applause. As we are applauding these Form 1s, 2s and Form 3s who intentionally decided not to do anything. Okay? Especially the Form 2s who think they are now very, very busy not to do anything else at school. So if you see among Form 1s and 3, Form 2s in the class that had fewest number of participants,